One of the scary things about having a trilogy is if you add another one, it ruins the rule of three, and so it just kind of makes everybody and their movie collector thing just kind of go crazy. Hey, it's Zadie and you're watching Flytte Kartina. Today we are going to be doing a spoiler rant on Toy Story 4. The reason I did spoiler rant and not a movie review is because everybody's going to see it anyways and there's no point in me reviewing the movie. This is also going to be one of my last reviews for a little while because I'm going to be not seeing any movies in the near future, but I still have videos planned for you guys. There's a couple of really fun ones that I'm really looking forward to you guys seeing. Also on Sunday I posted on my social media that I was a part of a collaboration video that was released on Nerdy Blurb TV. The link to their channel is down below if you guys want to check that out. It's called the Fandom Initiative Part 2. It's a really exciting video and I'm really excited for you guys to go and see it. So now that we got all that out of the way, we're going to actually talk about Toy Story 4 and what I thought about the movie. This is all spoiler information, so if you have not seen this movie then you probably should stop watching, but if you don't, it's fine because that's more views for me. The nice thing about having a franchise is that you can do more than 3, but it's usually not done that way because once you finish at 3 you kind of run out of material and by then it's just a moneymaker at that point. Like, not calling anything out, but probably like Indiana Jones and The Bourne Legacy. So when I saw that Pixar was coming out with a new Toy Story installation into their series, I was not very optimistic about it. I was really not feeling the vibes from the trailers and I just didn't really like it a lot. The whole concept of it just didn't really interest me and I thought it was going to be probably a huge feminist movement sort of movie, but it wasn't any of that. And not only were we introducing another movie into the Toy Story franchise, but we were also introducing a ton of new characters from the trailers that were released. And when you introduce a bunch of new characters into something that's already been established, then it's kind of iffy and you're just kind of like, is this ever going to stop? But with Toy Story 4 it didn't really feel that way. There was actually a really good balance from the older characters and the newer characters in screen time and also in character development, and then also in their roles in the plot. There's a new character that is voiced by Keanu Reeves, and then there's 2 stuffed animal characters from a carnival game, and then they're reintroducing Bo Peep into the franchise, but she's basically a new character because we didn't really see a lot of her except in Toy Story 1 and then she just disappeared. But they integrated the new characters really nicely and really smoothly into the main storyline of Toy Story 4 so that it was still about the main cast of Woody and Buzz Lightyear and all of them, but they were able to introduce new characters that didn't seem like plot devices, and they were able to add to the plot and add to the character development instead of subtract from it. The main marketing tool that they used to market Toy Story 4 was this new character named Forky, and he's a spork arts and crafts project that somehow became sentient. But somehow this spork becomes an actual living thing, and I don't know what to deal with that. We'll probably have a conspiracy theory video about that later. Forky is one of the characters that I was not very optimistic about because I just looked at him in the trailers and I didn't really see a whole lot that could be done with him. But I loved Forky as a character. The relationship that Forky has with Woody is like a kind of a prodigy and mentor sort of relationship, and like, you know, this guy's the mentor is training this little tiny prodigy into becoming something great, and this little prodigy is like a little kid always asking why and making trash jokes like all kids do. And I thought Forky was gonna be this annoying little comedian that just kind of just felt cynical about everything, but it wasn't, so that really surprised me. Let's talk about the antagonist for this movie, and it's actually borderline creepy. The antagonist for this movie is this doll, and one of those creepy dolls that blinks on its own, and her henchmen are also dolls, but they're ventriloquist dolls, and so there's a lot of that Goosebumps / Chucky vibes coming from it. Pretty sure that's gonna scar some children, kind of like how the villain in Incredibles 2 was really scary, like the whole gas mask thing was not okay. It's really interesting how they use the antagonist in this. Her name is Gabby, and she's as creepy as her name sounds, and you know, the kind of toy that just wants to be loved and she'll do anything and everything to get to that point, but it was really interesting and very creepy. But it was also the context of her origin story to becoming a villain is the fact that she's been sitting up on a shelf for years with a broken record player, and it just, you know, that kind of kills a person slowly from the inside. And you're a toy that lives forever, so you're just kind of just gonna go insane and hire ventriloquist dolls to do your bidding. Not only did the new characters, the plot, and the antagonist surprise me, but the animation also surprised me because it looks so realistic. You know those movies like, you know that movie Tintin that came out a couple years ago? It was, you know, bordering a very thin line between reality and animation. That's kind of what Toy Story was going for. You didn't realize that it was animation because it looked so real. You didn't realize you were stuck in an animated world for about an hour and a half. All of the characters were very fleshed out in a way that was super satisfying to me as a person. Like I said in the beginning of the video, I thought Bo Peep was gonna be just a very, very strong feminist icon, but her arc was incredible and her chemistry between Woody and Bo Peep was fantastic. I really enjoyed the character and the role that the actress played in and just the way that they interpreted things. The director for this movie, I don't know his name, but it'll appear somewhere down in the description box. The director did a fantastic job. This was probably the most cinematic Toy Story movie that I have seen so far. The angles are beautiful and it helped that the animation was so nice and clean. He did a really good job. Another reviewer that I saw, he said that this was his first feature film that he did, and for your first feature to do, this is pretty good. Not many people can say that their first feature was Toy Story 4 and it was a huge success. Just to wrap things up, I'm gonna say that this movie really surprised me and I really enjoyed it. The humor was fantastic. It had the same humor as like Toy Story 1, where it's just kind of a little bit adult. It's adult enough that the adults can get it, and it's not adult enough that it'll just fly over the kids' heads. But the movie surprised me overall, and I'm probably going to watch it again at some point in the future. So question for the week is, what was your favorite toy that you had as a kid? Anything. Let me know in the comments down below, but before you go down there, help me out, help this video out, help my channel out, because the YouTube algorithm kind of is just weird and I do not like it. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, and then ring that bell so that you're one of the first people to know when I upload a video next. As I said before, this is the last time I'm going to be talking about a movie that has come out recently. I will get to these videos and to the movies as soon as possible and get you guys more reviews as soon as I can. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great random Thursday. I will see you on the other side of the screen. Bye!